Hi guys, so today let's try to make a simple hello world program using Java. And we're not just going to make the simple hello world program, we're also be going to tackle about what are the keywords that uh, make up the simple hello world program, right? For example, the public class hello world, and how do you create the main method, how do you compile it, and how do you run the program, and what are the common pitfalls for the beginners, right, students, when compiling and building a program. So let's start. Okay, so let's start making our simple hello world program by opening a notepad. That's right, we just need a notepad to create a simple Java program. So how do you open the notepad? Simply just search notepad, then open it. After opening it, let's type some code to make the hello world program. So how do we do that? Let's start with public class hello world. You need the open bracket and the close bracket. Within those brackets, you need to add your main method. Public static void main string args. So you also need to add open bracket and closing bracket for your main method. And then, since this is a hello world program, we want to print hello world in our console. So how do we do that? We need to say system.out.println, and then type here hello world. And then always type semicolon at the end of your command or the code. This is the most common error that programmers, freshmen encounter during their first try programming. They forgot to add the semicolon. Alright, so after you were able to add the codes, what is the next thing that we need to do? Alright, so that's a nice question. We need to save this file, correct? So how do we save it? So just hit Ctrl S, then type hello world. Is this gonna work? Okay, let's try. So this is the default, actually the default workspace that I'm using for my simple demo. You can actually create your own anywhere in your under your home directory. But in this example, let's put it in here under my user home directory, Java demo. So let's hit save. So how do we compile the program after saving it to a file? So you need to open your command prompt. And by opening it, how do you get that? Just type cmd, and then there you have it. So after the cmd is already open, you should be able to see that your current directory is your user home directory. In my case, it's Abrahami. So let's check the dir and see if we have our workspace in here. There should be a Java folder. Here, can you see? Okay, so let's open that folder. How do we open that? cd Java. Let's see if there's any subfolders for there. There is a subfolder demo. Inside that is our Java packs. So let's go open that folder. How do we do that? Okay, cd demo. So let's check if the demo folder does have a content. There it is. This is the file that we created earlier, correct? Then how do we compile it? Alright. For us to compile it, we need to understand that there are a couple of keywords that we need to know. First one is a Java. Now the Java, it is actually an executable command under our that is part of the system path variables. So there are other details regarding about this keyword, but you don't have to know that for the meantime. So the only thing that you need to know is that you need to use Java to compile your Java files. So Java, and then pass the file name of your Java. How do we do that? Java hello.txt. It is going to compile. So let's see. Okay, so something went wrong. What is the error? So as you can see, we are trying to code Java, but the file name and the file extension does not seem right, correct? As you can see, it's .txt. It should be .java file, correct? So let's go back to our notepad and fix the problem. How do we do that? Easy. So just hit file, click save as, and you need to delete the old file. Always and always delete files that you don't need anymore. Okay, so change the file name to .java. Okay, that's the right one. The file extension should be .java. So let's check if it's already there. So here it is. Now we were able to save the code with the right file extension, which is .java. Okay, what's next? Since we were able to successfully save it, let's compile it. So how do you compile? Again, use the Java keyword. So type Java and then the path to your main class name. So my main class name is hello world.java. Okay, so as you can see, the compiler didn't throw any errors, so it means that the file was successfully built. So what it means if it's successfully built? So let's see. After compiling it using the Java keyword, there is a new file that was generated. Before it's just hello world.java, but right now you can see that there is hello world.class. Correct? So what happened in here is that when we built the hello world.java file using the Java keyword, the Java reads the hello world.java and compiles it into bytecode. That includes the Java, the class declaration, the interfaces, and it can also actually compile into bytecode annotations. Okay. So now that we have the class file generated, what's the next step? We want to run the program and see if it's working. So how do we do that? There's a new keyword that you need to know. That is Java. Remember, Java is for compiling. We generate the .class file. If you want to run the compiled class, you need the Java keyword only, without the C. And you have to pass your class file, or class name. It is going to run C. Okay, so something went wrong. Couldn't find the main class hello world class. The reason being is that when you want to run your program, you don't have to pass the file extension. Alright, so it's a success. Now we were able to see that it printed hello world in our command prompt. But what are other scenarios that could go wrong during our coding, right? Okay, so let's go to our notepad and see what. Alright, so what if I mistakenly had a typo error in my hello world? Okay, so maybe I forgot to add L and then saved it. Is it going to compile? Let's see. So how do we compile? Java hello world dot Java. Okay, so remember that Java keyword, for you should only understood that it always accepts file extension that .java. So let's try to compile it. Okay, so something went wrong. So what's the error? It says that the hello world is public, should be declared in a file named hello world.java. So what it means is that the class name is hello world, but the file name is hello world. Okay, so it's not the same. So whatever the file name you have should be the same in your class name, or vice versa. How do we fix that? It's either you update your file name to hello world, or you update your code, update and fix it. So let's revert back our changes earlier and put hello world and then hit save. Okay, then let's compile again the program. So how do we compile that? Java hello world.java. Is it going to compile? Sure. Okay, so it successfully compiled, and then now let's try to run the program. Java hello world. Should we add that class extension? No, correct? It's not going to find the main class. When running the program, you only need the class name, so that is the hello world. Okay, so now we see that there is a hello world printed. So let's see, I wanted to make some changes. I want to say hello crash instead. Can we do that? Yes, we can do that. So let's just type here hello crash. Alright, save it. Oh no, we have to compile it first. Okay, compile it using Java keyword, and there is an error. So what's the error? We forgot to add the semicolon at the end of SOP, system.out.println. So please bear in mind that this is the most common mistakes that fresh developers do, especially the students, when they are doing code in Java. So how to fix it? Let's go back to our code and fix that. Find the end of the command here using the .println and add semicolon at the end, correct? So this is the code terminator. You need to make sure that you have that at the end of your command. And let's hit save. So after that, let's compile it again. How to compile that? Java hello world.java. Okay, so it compiled, and then let's run the program. How do we run the program? Java keyword, and then pass the class name. Should we add the class? No, just this, correct? So Java hello world. Okay, so we were able to successfully update the system.out.println argument from hello world to hello crash. And we were able to discuss how to write a simple program, hello world, in a notepad, and how to use command prompt to compile the Java file, and which it generated the .class file, and then how we were able to run the program using the Java keyword, passing the class name, and then we were able to update the content of the SOP from hello world to hello crash. And also, please always bear in mind that never forget the semicolon. That is the most common error, mistakes that the freshmen does when they do code. Okay, so that's it. Hit like and subscribe so you will get more videos from me and for more tutorials. Thank you.